Hello everyone, Christina here. Welcome to a live stream, an unexpected live stream. The day got away from me and I needed to film today's video, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to film it anyway. I might as well just hop on and do this live. So I have minimal planning done for this card, but I hope it's going to go smoothly. And I'm so glad that a bunch of you are already joining me, especially because you had no idea that this was going to be happening tonight. So for day 6 of the holiday card series, I'm going to do somewhat of a minimal card. I'm not going to be using many stamps or dies or things like that, but some. We'll see how it goes. The first thing I'm going to do is create a background for my card. My overall card design that I have in my head, I'll show you the post-it that I just sketched it out on. I thought I would do a really simple snowman scene. So that's kind of where we're headed. Starting with some cold pressed watercolor paper from Artistico, or Fabriano. It's the Artistico Extra White line. So I'm first going to tape it down, directly on the edge. This is just about 1 inch wide of tape. So I'm first going to do that, and then I'm going to tape it past the edge as well. So basically I've masked off a nice 1 inch border all around, but I am going to be adding quite a bit of water to this. So I'm going to go ahead and, tape past the edge like I normally would. And I also need to mask off an area to put a greeting down here at the bottom. So first I'm going to figure out what greeting I want. I've got this stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. This is Simple Holiday Greetings. And I was thinking of just doing this Merry and Bright. Well, because I wanted it to be one line, and most of these are two, but the Merry and Bright is one line. So I think I'm going to do the Merry and Bright. Oh, and it's the perfect size too. So I'm going to put it about right there. I'm just doing this so I can get some sizing down. And then my snowman's probably going to come to right there. So maybe the horizon will be about right there. I just made a little tick mark so I can mask that off. All right. So I'm only going to be painting from there to there. All right. Ta-da. Okay. My 3 colors of distress ink I've got are Black Soot, Chipped Sapphire, and Peacock Feathers. Starting with that Peacock Feathers down here at the bottom. Oh, I'm flipping that ink everywhere. This is going to be a mess. Okay. I'm going to add a little water to my brush and come in. And I want it to be like a super rough painting. This Chipped Sapphire is going to overwhelm that Peacock Feather super fast. I might not even need the Black Soot, to be honest. All right, so I'm just going to come in here, get that going, get my brush wet, and I'm going to try to drag up some of this Peacock Feathers. In fact, I'm going to sop up some of that because it's just a little too dark, and I want the Peacock Feathers to show. Okay. All right, I'm going to hit this with my heat tool, and then we're going to do another layer. And it's going to just naturally dry back a little bit. Hopefully won't lose too much intensity. I'm going to come back with more color now. I'm going to get some more Peacock Feathers. And this is when I'm going to kind of get more brush strokes, maybe coming in without much water, and just add that water. And since we know distress ink is reactive, it's going to react only where I paint. All right, I think I am going to add a little bit of that Black Soot right up there at the top. I'm going to be really sparse with it. Just add a little bit, and then with a just wet brush, I'll come in and just kind of get that transition coming down a little bit. I'm not worried about this center area too much because my snowman's going to be in front of it. So, All right, so I want a little bit more of this texture at the bottom to at the top. So I'm going to come in with just a wet brush and just like we did before, just add a little bit of texture right through there. Add a little water so it'll just give it a little bit of texture. All right, want to make sure this is really dry. We're good. Okay, so now I'm going to take some white gouache. I'm going to treat this, even though it is a watercolor card, and you know, I probably could have masked off a snowman and had him up there. I totally could have done that. But then I decided that I didn't want to have to deal with using masking fluid and keeping the snowman white. I just wanted to paint the background and be done with it, right? So instead, I'm going to die cut 2 circles to create the snowman. I'm then going to have the greeting right down here at the bottom. And then let's pick out some circle dies. I was hoping to do just 2 circles for the snowman, but I might have to do 3. I'm not sure. That would probably be the largest size I could do. Also got this size. I could do that size, so that one right there. And then I'd probably do the next size up for his head. That'll still give us quite a bit of space at the top. I'm going to cut both of these out of this watercolor paper. So I'm going to put these on here just roughly how they're going to be placed on the card. And then I'm going to trace them with a pencil so I get my snowman shape. And then, hold on, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. I wanted to paint a scarf for the snowman. So I'm just going to sketch a little scarf. Just like that. And I'll have that right there, and then I think I'm going to have the other tail right there. Just like that. And now I can take my eraser and I'm going to erase the interior parts and just kind of lighten the rest of the pencil marks so I can paint his scarf. Okay, so I've got some regular mini distress pads, some like the mini cubes with the colors. Okay. So they're going to go, oh my word, that's so dang cute. I'm going to use Warren lipstick for blush on his cheeks. Okay, and I'm trying to remember, I want them about right there and right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove this because I want to get that watercolor paper wet where I'm going to be adding in the blush so that it really disperses. All right, so I'm going to come back to my scratch paper over here. I'm going to trace the head again. Oh, I just drew on it. That's okay. I can erase it. Okay, I just want to get that size so I could kind of decide exactly how big I want his nose to be. I think about like that's going to work. So I'm going to kind of erase most of that so the edges won't show. Carved pumpkin. We're going to do carved pumpkin and ripe persimmon. All right, so I've got all my little snowman pieces. Press that tape down really well, and then just come in and just add just a little bit of that broken china just around the edges, just to give a little bit of a hint of the ground. In fact, our little snowman guy, he's going to be like right there, so he's going to need shadow beneath him also. So okay, so VersaFine Onyx Black. Hold on, I'm going to like put this down right there. There we go. Really simple press. Okay. And then I'll adhere from the top. So we're first going to put down the bottom part of our snowman. I'm going to get some foam adhesive. I don't know what's happening with that snowflake. It's huge. Okay, and then this one, I want to make sure I have it sized perfectly, or like positioned perfectly for the scarf. So it's only going to come in just a little bit. Okay. It's going to come in about like that. I'm not pressing it down too much yet because I want to make sure it's sized right. Perfect. Okay. Press that down. And then our little scarf doohickey is going to go right there. Okay, and now it's all popped up. So let's see. I think I want it about right there. Making the eyes a little bit oval-like. Okay, those are about the same size. Okay, and then I thought I would do some buttons. Oh, he's cute. Oh, he's so cute. All right, so there's day 6 of the holiday card series. Down below in the video description, I've got links to every day 6 going all the way back to 2009. So all 14 years. And then this is the 15th year. So if you want to check out other day 6 videos, go ahead and do that. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back on Monday. And I think we're going to be announcing a new class from Online Card Classes on Monday. That's another reason why I'm running late today. So, because we're prepping for that. So come back and join me on Monday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for another live day of Holiday Card series. It'll be day 7. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.